Today we will start with a new data structure called data frame, and this particular data structure is going to be extremely vital when you will go for data analysis. So as you can see here that it is written as pandas data frame. So it's actually pandas means actually the package name is pandas. Now you already know that how to import a package. So the package name is pandas, as you can see, where I have given a nickname as PD. So what we have done here, we have imported the package as PD. Fine. Now how the data structure look like how the data frame look like, and what are the different operations that we can perform over here, that we will come one by one. So let's start with how it is related with the other data frame, other data structures. What I mean that if the data is stored as a list or the data is stored as a dictionary, how we can convert that data structure to a data frame, that first we will see. So what you can see in the first in the first cell, that it is written pd dot data frame. So data frame is a function present in this package which takes a list of numbers. Now here, as you can see, this nothing but list of lists. This is the first list 1 2 3, then 4 5 6, then 7 8 9. So naturally I hope you can understand that this means that it is going to represent three different rows: row 1 1 2 3, row 2 4 5 6, row 2 row 3 7 8 9. And if you want to convert this particular list to a data frame, we have to pass this list of list in this pd.dataframe function. And if you execute this code, for example, if I run this, you see you are getting a representation just like a table. Now over here you see the content 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 is given in these three different rows. But other than these two, this row and columns, there are two more things present in this table. That is this part as well as the part given here 0 1 2. You see the selected 0 1 2 is nothing but what you can say the column names. That means the zeroth column will have 1 4 7, first column will have 2 5 6, second column will have 3 6 9. And this 0 1 2 is the row, but we say it as an index of the data frame. It means that if I want to interested only on the 0th index, somehow there is a way to extract only the data from the first 0th index or 1 index or 2 index, something like that. How we can do that extract, that I am coming very soon. Now let's go in the next line. Over here, as you can see, again we have kept a list over here which I have passed in the data frame function. And if you run this, what will happen? Again, it will create a data frame of three rows. The first row will have Python, second row will be JavaScript, and third row will contain C++. And if you run this, you will see it is generating a data frame like this: Python, JavaScript, C++. Since you have not specified any particular column name, that's why by default the pandas package gives the column name starts from 0. Also, the row index starts from 0 in the left hand side. But you can give the column names also. For example, if you look into the second cell, this third cell over here, you see here I have passed the same thing, but after comma I have specified the column names, that is the language. Since this particular list is going to basically create three different rows of the same column, that's why only one column name is given. And if you run this one, you will see you are getting the same data frame, but where difference is that now the column name is language. Now where the column name will be useful, that I'm coming very soon. In a similar way, you can specify the index as well, like on other than 0, 1, 2, if you want to specify some another index, some another values, or maybe some another string, anything you can give based on your choice. So this is the same thing we have written in the next cell. As you can see, again the data is same, Python, JavaScript and C++. Column is same, language, but one thing is added, that is the index. Since there are three different rows is going to be created, that's why I have given three different rows, three different index, values in the index. You cannot give less than or greater than 3. In that case, the Python will get confused about the number of rows presented here, and ultimately you will get an error. So if you run this particular line, you will see that the updation is that nothing but the data remains same, the specific column name is given now, and specific index values is given over here. So this is all about, you know, importing data from a list. Similarly, you can import data from a dictionary also. Like for example, as you can see here in this cell, that this data is a dictionary, right? It's given a key value pair, but here the value is in a list. Like for the key language, there are three different values: Python, JavaScript, and C++. For the key share percentage, there are three different values. For trend, there are also three different values. Remember, since this is a dictionary, that's why you cannot say that for the first key I will have three different values, for the second key I will have two values. You have to have three values for all, because ultimately this dictionary is going to get converted in some data frame. Anyway, so if I just run this particular code, you will see we are getting a error. We are getting a simple dictionary. Now what you can do? You can simply pass that particular dictionary in the data frame function, just like you have passed the list. In the same way, I have passed this data. What is data? Data is the dictionary that we have. So if you pass this data in the data frame function, ultimately you will see that the key values that we had in the dictionary is actually considered as the column names in the data frame, and their corresponding value presented in the dictionary will become the different rows of that particular column. And naturally, there is no presence of specific index values. That's why index value by default came starting from 0. So three rows, that's why 0 to 2, something like that. So in this way you can do that. Even you can pass a list as well, just like as we have seen in previous case. For example, this is a list, and even you can pass this list and you will ultimately get the same type of representation. But remember one thing, here we are actually converting converting the data from one data structure to another data structure, like from uh, uh, from the list to our data frame or our dictionary to data frame. But in practical situation, generally, specifically when you will start applying different machine learning model, then the data will be present in some another file. So maybe CSV file, but not in dictionary or list. In that case, what we have to do, we have to somehow read the data from a CSV file, and first we always try to store in a data frame, because after storing the data in the data frame, we can apply different type of functions for the analysis of the data, for cleaning of the data, because until and unless you have a very cleaned data in various way, it is not going to create a very good model after training that. So now we are going to see how we can import data from a CSV file, and then we how we can continue the other task.